Hi, everyone. My name is Deborah, and I would like to welcome. Hi, everyone. My name is Deborah, and I would like to welcome you to the Keep It Pro training call brought to you by Network and Wisdom each and every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time for the past 6.5 years. This call isn't just to teach you business skills, but to teach you skills to get you to the next level in your business and personal life. I have the pleasure of introducing the creator and host of this call, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Mr. Romacio is a very successful international entrepreneur as well as a sought-off trainer, leader, and coach and mentor. He has broken records in network marketing to become one of the world's top MON income earners and has helped thousands of people all over the world make life-changing incomes. He has put 100% of himself into these calls, hoping his listeners can benefit from his words. He believes what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Here he is, millionaire mentor, the marketplace minister, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Are you there?
Absolutely, I am here. Can you hear me, Deborah?
Yes, sir, I can.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for stepping up and being our host here today. Guys, I am super excited, and I want to welcome every single one of you back again for another edition of the Sunday Keep It Pro training call. As many of you know, we're closely approaching almost 7 years that we've been doing this call. I'm super excited for the last 4 calls, including today. This is the last 4 Sunday calls before we cross into the new year. Yes, I'm excited about the new year, but I'm more excited about today and the remaining days of December 2022. And the reason why I'm super excited about this, guys, we have told you for all year long, since January 1st of 2022, we told you that this was the year of the miraculous. And I want to remind you, God is far from done. Let me say it again. 2022 is the year of the miraculous. Today is December the 4th, and I want to remind you, God is far from done in 2022. And so, for those of you that have just jumped on this call, maybe you might be new to the platform. Maybe you might be wondering, what is all of this about? We've been doing this, as I said, for almost 7 years. And about 7 weeks ago, we began teaching a very, very special series. And the title of this series is Learning to Trust the Little Small Voice. Again, 7 weeks ago, we began teaching a series every single Sunday entitled Learning to Trust the Little Small Voice. I want to encourage every single listener. I don't know you by name. I don't know what country you're listening to from. I don't know if this is your first time or you've been here for 7 years. I want to encourage you from the bottom of my heart. Go back and listen to the last 7 weeks. You can find it on our YouTube channel, Romacio Fulcher. That's Romacio, last name Fulcher. And I want you to listen to the last 7 weeks, because every single call that we have done, every single Sunday this entire year has all been strategically designed. Everything has been totally intentional. We told you this was the year of the miraculous, and we saved the best for last. We started 7 weeks ago, and we started talking about a series about learning to trust the little small voice. Guys, I don't want to reteach what we've already taught, but I want to rather encourage you. I'm glad you're here today. Got a special message for you today, but I want to encourage you. Go back. If you miss part 6, go listen to it. If you miss part 5, go listen to it. If you miss part 2, 3, 4, or even 1, go listen to it. Guys, on this call, we don't sell you anything. We don't charge you anything. This call is open to every single man or woman, boy or girl coast to coast, border to border. Doesn't matter where you're from. This call is for you. I promise you, it is not an accident that you're on this call. You're not here by mistake. So I hope you can feel what it is trying to impart to you. 2022 is the year of the miraculous. Man, I'm in love with every moment of this year. Every moment, it's been a lot. It's been some valleys. It's been some tough moments. It's been a lot of tears. It's been some patience. It's been some determination. It's been some persistence. I'm telling you, it's been some pivots. But listen to me. All that being said, this is the year of the miraculous. And what we are intending, guys, what we've been doing is we have been doing our absolute very best to teach every single one of you the best we know how on what you can do, to expect miraculous things to take place in your life. I've got a very, very strong question for every one of you that are listening. Have you learned anything? Have you learned anything? No, be honest, be really honest. I'm talking to all of you. Even those of you that I know very well, that have been with us, forever, I'm talking to you too. Have you truly learned anything? And I don't want you to be politically correct and be all nice. Well, yeah, I've learned. No. Can we see what you've learned through the application in your life? No one's judging you by what you make or what you don't make, or how big your title is or isn't. I'm asking you a sincere, heartfelt question. Have you learned anything? No. I'm not interested in hearing you repeat to me what you heard on the call. That's not the question. The question is, have you learned? In other words, what that means, have you applied anything from what's been taught? Hearing the word just won't do it for you. Hearing the word just won't do it for you. You have to apply. My question one more time. Have you learned anything? Guys, listen to me. Listen to me and listen to me well. Because the theme of today's call, part 7 of the same series, learning to trust the little small voice. Today is part 7 of the same series. But I want all of you to know the theme of today's call. I hope you're ready. It's happening now. Overflow is here. I'm going to say it again. It's happening now. Overflow is here. It's happening right now. Overflow is here. Listen, I know that many of you that are listening, you love the positivity, you love the encouragement, you love the authenticity, you love the topic, you love the whole flavor, the whole vibe of these calls. I know it. But guys, I'm going to ask you one more time to really go back and re-listen. Because today I'm announcing to you, overflow is here. It's happening right now. I can feel it. I can see it. I'm watching it. My mouth is literally on the ground because we've been telling you every single week, this is the year of the miraculous. We would not change confession under pressure. What does that mean? That means even when times it might not have felt like it, maybe it didn't look like it, we continued to follow what the word says. We continued to speak it. We continued to dare greatly. We continued to pursue it. We continued to make room for it. We continued to expect it. We continued to fight for it. We continued. To expect God to do what he said he would do. And I'm letting you know it's here right now. It's here right now. You're not too late, whoever you are. I am watching miraculous things take place in my life in a major way. I'm watching it unfold. It's like watching a TV series, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. You know, you ever watch your favorite TV show or a good movie? Oh, man, it looks like he died, and it looks like, oh, he's crying, and, oh, man, is the hero going to come back again? Is he going to save the day? And what always happens? Before the movie ends, the hero comes back and saves the day again. I'm letting you know, overflow is here. Overflow is here. It's happening right now. And I want each and every single one of you. That's why I keep saying to you, go back and re-listen. Go back and re-listen. Go back and re-listen. Go back and re-listen. And this is why throughout the year, these calls that we do, everything has been intentional. In a very, very professional way, I'm saying to each of you, overflow is here. It's here right now. It would be unprofessional for me to come forward and to brag about all the things that God is doing in my life. Rather, it's professional to say to you, hey, listen, I know I'm expecting him to do it in your life as well. And in order for that to take place, not only do you have to expect it, ladies and gentlemen, you got to roll up your sleeve. You got to prepare for it. You got to fight for it. Yes, you do. You have to fight for what it is you're expecting. You see, anything that you really want with all your might, anything that you really desire, and you really want it, you got to go get it. You got to go get it. There's always going to be something standing in your way before it ends up in your hand. Let me say it again. Anything that you really want. There's always going to be a challenge right before it ends up in your hand. So you got to roll up your sleeves. I'm reminded of the little girl who dreamed of being married and having a wonderful marriage. And sure enough, here's what happened. She got married, and next thing you know, all hell broke loose. The unexpected happened. She found herself in a position that she never thought she would be in. But wait a minute, God, I dreamed of an amazing marriage. It's right before your eyes, lady, but you can't see it. But wait a minute, God, I dreamed of an amazing marriage. But what is this in front of me? This is not what I dreamed of. There's always going to be a challenge before it ends up in your hand. I'm going to say that slowly. I said there's not sometimes, all the time. Anything great, anything that you really, truly want, you're going to have to fight for it. And when I say fight, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean fight with your hands. I mean fight with your spirit. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to believe for it. You're going to have to speak against it. You're going to have to speak even though it may not. You're going to have to speak as though it was. Speak those things that are as though they are. That's what I mean. You're going to have to praise. You're going to have to worship. Patience, kind, persistence, discipline. You're going to have to go help others while your life is up. You're going to have, you see what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight for it, guys. That's what I'm telling you. You're going to have to roll your sleeves up and get your hands muddy. Get your hands dirty. You're going to have to cry. You're going to have to labor. That's the way it's intended. because then now you'll appreciate it. Now you will have suffered for it. Now you will have been prepared for it. See, everybody want to be great. Everybody want miraculous things to happen, but nobody want to go through something. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're going to have to go through something. Yes, you will. I'm here to tell you the truth. Newsflash. You're going to have to go through something. But see, it's what you're going through is building your character. It's giving you calluses. It's preparing you how to do and accept the very thing that you've been believing for. I know you don't think about that when you're going through it. That's why you need to be on this Sunday call so we can give you more perspective about what you're going through. And we can help you reposition yourself while you're going through it. But I'm here to announce to you, we told you. This is the year of the miraculous. Miraculous things are happening to me, through me, in me, all around me, right now in my life. I'm going to say it again. Miraculous things are happening to me. It's happening in me, and it's happening all around me. So listen, would you dare say it with me? And I want you to say it, hold your head up, and stick your chest out. Miraculous things are happening to me. Miraculous things are happening in me. And miraculous manifestations is happening all around me. One more time. Miraculous things are happening in me. Miraculous things are happening to me. And miraculous manifestations are happening all around me right now. What God has intended for you, can't no man stop. And your job, ladies and gentlemen, is to continue to believe in the miraculous to happen for you. Now, part of believing is not just speaking it. That's part of it. There is a work part, W-O-R-K. There is an action part where you have to take actions. Absolutely. You've got to take bold action. You sure do. Some of you are still offended by opening your mouth and speaking what God's word says speak. Some of you still are offended about speaking the good word. Some of you are still, that's I'm going to pray for you. Some of you are still offended about that. You're still offended about speaking. You have to open your mouth and use your words to fight back, to fight for what it is you're believing for. I understand your feelings waver from time to time. Some days are good, some days are bad. Sometimes you feel like it, some days you don't. Your feelings have nothing to do with God's promise. And a lot of times what we have to fight is our feelings. And the way that we fight is we open our mouth and we continue to declare and decree. We continue to speak life in dead situations. We continue to speak life in dead situations, number one. Number two, you need to saturate yourself with life around you. Let me say that again. You need to saturate yourself with life. And when we read God's word, whether that's meditating, whether that's listening to his word, whether that's watching videos on YouTube, whether that's, Bible study, going to church, anytime we read, study, see God's word, that's life. When we continue to hold on to that, listening to positive music, anything that breathes life, when you continue to go work out, you continue to persevere and take action towards what it is you want, that's life. You are believing, speaking life. You're speaking life into dead situations. And that's how miraculous things happen in our lives. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the year of the miraculous. And I'm letting you know God is far from done. Overflow is here now. Again, I don't want to be unprofessional and begin to brag about all these amazing things that are transpiring in my life, but I'm telling you, God is far from done. He is far from done. And as I'm on this call, I'm expecting the same to happen in your life. And if it's not happening, I need you to go back, re-listen to these calls, and begin to apply what's instructed. Because I'm letting you know, overflow is here. So guys, listen, what I'm going to do right now is give you just a couple of things that I think are good tools for each of you to have right now. Again, what we're talking about, this is the year of the miraculous. And I want to give you some visual aids. I think visual aids help people to be able to bring clarity to what it is that we're teaching and what it is that I'm saying. So one visual aid for all of you that are listening, it doesn't matter what country you're in. I've said this earlier this year, but it's something in me tells me to say it again right now. I want each of you that are listening, most of you are very familiar with Netflix. Most of you are very familiar with Prime Video, or maybe you have cable. I want you, whoever you are, I want you to go. It may cost you some money. Maybe it might be $10, $15, no more than $20, okay? It may not cost you anything at all. But I want you to go as soon as this phone ends up, as soon as this phone call ends. I want you to go and I want you to download. It's an actual a show, it's a show. It's a series, and it's called The Bible. Thebible, The Bible. I want you to go download it, okay? And again, you can find it on Prime Video. You can find it, I think you can find it on Netflix, and you can also find it on whatever cable provider that perhaps you have. But I tell you what, just go to Prime Video. I know you can get it there, okay? Like I said, it might be $10. It'll be the best $10 you ever spent. It'll be the best $10, $20 you've ever spent. Go get it today. Let me tell you why. Once you go get it, what I want you to do, I want you to watch the first 2 episodes, Series 1 and Series 2. The name of Series 2, episode number 2 is called Exodus. That's what it's called. I forget the name of Series 1. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. I love it. I love the whole. I truly love it. But I want you, this is a homework assignment. And there's a reason why I'm telling you this. I want you to go watch the first 2 episodes today. Today. I want you to watch it. And I want you to watch it while being undistracted. I want you to watch it while being undistracted. And I'm just going to give you, I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm just going to give you a couple of points, just a couple. In episode number 1, it all began from Abraham hearing God's voice. This is why we've been teaching this series, learning to trust the little still voice. Let me say it again. When you go watch this episode called The Bible, and you'll be able to see it visually, it all began with Abraham hearing God's voice. You got to see it. I love the way it's narrated. It's perfect. You've got to see it. And it's really going to speak into your life. I promise you. I don't care who you are, you live. I'm talking to you. This is for you. No mistakes. No mistakes. This is it. Go watch this. That's episode 1. There's a whole bunch more you're going to learn about episode 1. But the main thing I want you to understand is the greatest voice you can ever hear is the word of the Lord, is God's voice. It brings clarity. It gives you direction, gives you confidence. It gives you surety. I mean, come on. We all would love to not waste time, right? Boom. It gives you strategy. It gives you confirmation. Come on, somebody. Go watch the video. I'm telling you. When you go watch it, I know what you're going to learn. I know what you're going to experience. I know what it's going to do for you. That's why you got to watch it. That's number one. That's in the first episode. The second episode, called Exodus, this is the second episode. There's many things you're going to learn there. But the one thing I want you to focus on is I want you to focus on Joshua, baby. This is when Moses dies, and his successor was Joshua. And I want you to notice that now Moses had led them out of Egypt. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing. He had parted the Red Sea, all that good stuff. And now the children of Israel, it was time for them to go into the promised land. And when I say the word promised land, what promise has God made you? We told you this is the year of the miraculous. But when it was time for the children of Israel to go into the promised land, they were no longer slaves anymore. I want you to notice Joshua. He had to fight. He had to go take it. Take. He had to go take it. You got to take your miracle. It's not just going to show up. You got to take it. You got to fight for it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You've got to fight for it. And I want you to see this. I want you to see it. Yes, the promise is yours. Yes, whatever God has promised you, it is going to happen. God's answers to your prayers are yes and amen. Yes and amen. But there's a you factor. You have got to fight. You got to go watch. See, I just want you to watch these 2 episodes. There's a whole lot more than that, but just watch the first 2. Because I want you to understand this is truly the year of the miraculous. This is truly the year of the miraculous. It's December 4th. After this call, we've got 3 more calls left to go. OMG. And they are going to be fire on top of fire, on top of fire, on top of fire. And I'm forewarning you right now. You are in the region of your miracle. You are in the region. What's that mean? That means you're closer than you think you are. But you've got to get big enough to receive the very thing you've been praying for. Now, what does that mean? I got to get big enough. That means there's something you got to do. It requires courage. 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 I can't tell you what the courage looks like in your life. That's between you and God. I don't know. I just know. I just know that I know that I know that I know that I know it requires courage. See, it's one thing to believe. It's one thing to have faith. But then, YOU, you've got to show up. It requires courage on your part. And courage for each of us may look different. So that's why I don't want to tell you what courage looks like for you. You know. You know. It requires courage. So we're going to keep this call really short, simple, and concise. What's the instructions? The instructions are, as soon as we hang up, go to Prime Video, type in the search bar, The Bible, TheBible, right? It's got like a little, what is it called? It's got like a little thorn, a little wooden crown, as if, you know, when Jesus put the crown on his head, it's made out of thorns. That's the picture of the show. That's what it looks like. So this way you know you're on the correct one. It's a wooden little crown, the crown that went on, you know, the thorns that went on Jesus' head. That's how you know you've downloaded the right one. And I want you to watch episode 1 and 2. I want you to do that today. And why do I want you to do that? Because right now, it's happening now. Overflow is here. You're not too late. I know you think there's a whole lot more I wish I could tell you. Can't. I'm trying to choose my words very carefully for all of you. But I'm letting you know we are here. Now, wouldn't that be so sad for someone to let you know it's time now? It's like being hungry. There you are starving. And they've been screaming at the top of their lungs, your food is ready. Your food is ready. It's time to eat. And you can't hear them. You're starving. They're telling you the food is ready. It's on the table. Come eat. And you can't hear the instructions. Oh! And you can't hear the instructions. I'm telling you, we are here now. Right here. We've been believing for this. We've been preparing for this. We've been working for this. We here right now. Don't you dare back up right now. Don't you dare give it right now. Don't you dare let your knees buckle right now. Because it's happening right now. The full manifestation of the promise is happening right now. So one more time as we leave this call, I've given you your instructions. We're going to end it with this. Right now, miraculous things are happening to me. Miraculous things are happening in me. And miraculous manifestations are manifesting themselves all around me right now. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I kept it very simple, as I just said. I'm choosing my words very carefully for each and every single listener that's listening both live and those of you that will listen to the replay. Let this call serve as confirmation to all of you that have been standing with us, in prayer and faith. You've been standing with us for the year of 2022. I'm telling you, it's here right now. There's no, I'm not confused. I'm not deranged. No. I'm telling you what's happening. It's here right now. It's here right now. And I want it to be happening in you, through you, for you, all around you right now. But I need you to understand what your participation looks like for the very thing that you've been believing. So let me leave you with this. Will you follow the instruction? Will you hang up this phone right now, pull out your cell phone or your computer or whatever, or grab your TV and go to Prime Video? Will you do it? Will you do it? Will you spend the $10, $20 investment in your miracle? Will you do it? Will you do it right now? Watch episode 1. Watch it undistracted. Pay attention. I already kind of prepped you. And then watch episode 2. So you can see how miraculous things are intended to happen to you, in you, for you, and all around you. Hey, listen, guys, I'm the California kid. I love each and every single one of you. I want you to set your clocks, set your timers, set your alarms for the next 3 Sundays, because all we're going to do is continue to manifest. All we're going to do is continue to manifest miraculous miracles day after day, week after week, because God is far from done. He told me 2022 is the year of the miraculous for me and you. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. I'll see you guys all on the next Sunday call next week. Please follow these instructions. Follow them right now. Share this call with as many people you know. I love you guys. We will post this on YouTube immediately. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you next week.